Good evening and welcome to opening night of the 2023 basketball season and our game tonight between the Southeast SALINE Trojans and our HESSTON Squadrons. For your game, I'd like to remind you of the HSHSA sportsmanship creed. Spectators should regard the playing of the game as an art and appreciate it and enjoy it as such. Respect for officials, respect for players, respect for boys and girls, respect for host facilities, and respect for themselves are essential for raising the standards of good sportsmanship. At this time, everyone please stand while HESSTON High School take a hand into the direction of Lyle Anderson plays our national anthem.
And welcome everyone to the Shed. It's basketball season once again here from HESSTON High School. Rusty Witcher with you here on the Swather Sports Network as we're ready to tip off the round ball season with a visit from southeast of Saline coming to you tonight. We're about to have the tip-off of the girls game followed by the highly anticipated boys game as well. Starting lineup for the girls from southeast of Saline, number 12, a 5'4 senior, or excuse me, number 10, a 5'4 senior, Riel Potachik. Number 21, a 5'7 junior, Addison Rohr. Number 30, a 5'7 senior, Lexi Jacobson. Number 31, a 5'6 senior, Maddie Harris. And number 33, a 5'7 sophomore, Abigail Pearson. The Trojans are coached by Shauna Smith, assisted by Steve Righty and Julie Lund. And now the starting line for your Swathers tonight. Number 3, a 5'10 junior, Kendall Brugan. Number 5, a 5'3 sophomore, Callie Yoder. Number 10, a 5'10 junior, Abby Proctor. Number 20, a 5'8 junior, Casey Mason. Number 35, a 5'6 junior, Ava McGill. The Swathers coached by Matt Richardson, assisted by Kristen Barber and Hannah Hageman. This is a Swather team with no seniors. No seniors on the Swather team, so the youth movement from the last 2 years growing, and we'll see what the Swathers have in store. They want to play up-tempo tonight. We'll see if we get some points scored here in the Shed. Great night. We're glad you're joining us here on the Swather Sports Network. Man, what a way to tip off the season with a hotly anticipated. These two teams, long time ago, they were members of the original Central Kansas League, the CKL, back in my day. We're not going to date ourselves for that. That's a few years ago. Then we're members a little bit of the MCAA. Now Southeast, they've moved up the road. I think they're the NCAA, so they're no longer a member, but a lot of history between these two teams. So we are ready to get rocky and roll almost here from the Shed as teams getting their last second instructions. Southeast, as you can see, they're in their road purple. And the Swathers in their home white, red numbers trimmed with red. So the Swathers, their leading scorer, Kendall Berger, she had a monster sophomore campaign. We'll see if she can't add to that tonight and get things off as we're ready to rock and roll here from HESSTON High School. This will be great. I'm flying solo this game, but I think Elijah Roth will join me for the boys game as we're ready to rock and roll. Kendall jumping center. She'll jump against Jacobson as we are set for action. High school hoops about to tip off. The ball in the air. The tip controlled by the Trojans of Southeast. And let me tell you, it is a great time to be a sports junkie. You've got basketball, football, it's all going on. It's a great time of year as we're off and running high school hoops. The first three of the year is hoisted by Southeast. Missing rebound pulled down by Abby Proctor. Here come the Swathers, their first possession of 2023. The 2023-24 campaign. Bruggen on the far side looking up top. Trying to set this offense up on the near side, Callie Yoder. Yoder looking down, finding Casey Mason high post, but working around the perimeter. Kendall Bruggen trying to dump it down, back out. Ava McGill, she'll try a long two. It's off the side of the rim, clanks around a rebound. Swathers cleaning the glass. There's a three from Bruggen straight away, missing a rebound pulled down by Southeast. Trojan now pushing on the far side. That is Harris. Harris drives all the way in, dishes down low. Basket up and good by Addison Rohr. And the Trojans have a 2-0 lead with just about a minute gone here in our opening quarter of the game. Swathers back offensively. Callie Yoder giving Casey Mason as Bruggen here on the near side. Kendall back on top, Ava McGill, and we've got an illegal screen and the first foul of the year. Charge against the Swathers as Casey Mason picks up her first personal foul, first team foul. Maddie Harris running the point for Southeast of Saline. Harris on the far corner. Remember last year up in Southeast, this was a lights out game. The lights went out in Southeast Gym. Kendall launches the three, splash down, and Kendall Bruggen drains the triple, and the Swathers take the lead 3-2. This, as I was saying before Kendall's three, lights went out in the second quarter of the girls' game. Couldn't get the power back. They moved the game to Kansas Wesleyan as Abby Proctor comes up with a steal, and Abby's bumped to the floor, and the foul will go against Southeast. Lexi Jacobson picks up her first personal foul. Team fouls quickly, even at one apiece here. As we are approaching 2 minutes gone here in our second quarter. Callie Yoder near side. Abby Proctor, little ball fake. She'll drive all the way in, draws a contact, and she'll shoot two. And we'll have free throws being shot by the 5'10 junior. Maddie Harris picks up her first personal foul. Second team foul here on the Trojans. And Abby Proctor at the free throw line to shoot two. The first free throw clanks off the side of the rim. Second free throw upcoming. Abby's second free throw is good. And a foul on the ensuing. That's it. A foul was whistled on Casey Mason. Kiara White checking in the lineup. So Casey picks up two quick fouls. That foul on the box out. Southeast working, they trail by a bucket. 5:50 to go. Harris tries a three. That three will not drop. Rebound torn out of there by Kendall Bruggen, and Kendall bring the ball back to the floor in a hurry. Feeds Abby Proctor. Proctor down low, spins her way off the glass, up and good. Abby Proctor's first field goal, and the Swathers stretch the lead to 4, 6-2. 5.5 to go. Opening quarter of play here from the Shed. Dump down pass to Jacobson. Jacobson kicks it back out on top. Patachik finding Jacobson far corner. Or check that, that's Harris far corner. Working it around to Abigail Pearson. Pearson has it poked away, gets it back. Harris, far wing, or the near wing, I should say, near side, and we've got a foul away from the bucket. And I think that's going against Southeast of Saline. It is, as Lexi Jacobson picks up her second personal foul. Sutton Douglas into the game for Southeast, as now there are two player from each team with two fouls. Callie Yoder handing the point. Callie finds Ava McGill. That ball deflecting away, coming up with a steal. Abigail Pearson all the way in. Pearson's wild layup will not go. Down low, shot up, and no good by Douglas. She'll draw the foul. She'll head to the stripe and shoot 2. Kiera White picks up her first personal foul. And Sutton Douglas at the free throw line, shooting the first free throws of the campaign for Southeast. The lefty's free throw crawls off. Second chance upcoming. Also into the game now for Southeast, Reagan Duran. Second free throw coming up for Douglas. Her free throw crawls off. Long rebound, tracked down Callie Yoder. Callie Yoder bringing it back the other way, leading Ava McGill. Far sideline, and McGill has it poked away, gets it back. Gives to Yoder. Yoder at the elbow. Swings it back. Kendall Brugan. Brugan works her way down. Skip past near side Abby Proctor. Proctor low block, kicks it out. Brugan left alone. Another 3. Boom! Kendall Brugan's knocked down her second 3 of the contest. She has 6. Swathers lead 9-2. Near steal on the far side, deflecting off of Callie Yoder. Four and a half to go here in our first quarter. Pearson gives it on top. Duran trying to work on the far side. On top, back to Harris. Harris drives all the way down, wraps her out. A 3 from the far corner. Crawling off, doesn't drop. Rebound, Abby Proctor. Proctor steps through and a foul on Southeast on the reach. Foul goes against Sutton Douglas. Douglas picks up her first personal foul. 4th team foul, so maybe some early season jitters. As the team's a little bit grabby early going. Kiera White kicks it near side. Callie Yoder lets the 3 fly. Callie's 3 does not drop, and Abby Proctor couldn't hold on to it. It's out of bounds on the offensive rebound, and so it goes back to the Trojans. High post. Douglas with it. That's taken away. Callie Yoder racing down. Callie is fouled on the baseline, or on her way to the hoop. Callie Yoder fouled, and we're in bonus. That's right, this changed this year in high school basketball. 15 fouls, double bonus in the quarter. Fouls will reset, so Callie Yoder at the free throw line, she'll shoot a pair. And the first free throw is spinning home. Second chance upcoming. Ella Kate Phillips checking in the game. That free throw crawls off. And a hustle play down low. 10-2 our score. And Callie will shoot 2 more. Maddie Harris picks up her second personal foul. Free throw spins off. Second chance upcoming. That free throw good. Swathers just 50% in the opening quarter, 3 of 6 from the free throw stripe. 11-2 the score. 3:34 to go. First quarter. Southeast nearly losing it, getting it back. Abigail Pearson. Pearson looking down low, nobody home. Back on top, and Kendall Brugan guilty of the reach. 14 foul on the Swathers. Brugan's first. Just about a half step too late. Sometimes you get that early season trying to catch up. You've been banging on each other for the duration of practice. Extra, a little bit extra vigor tonight, we'll call it, when you play for real. Natachik keys it over far side. That's tipped around but reeled in by Pearson. Pearson plays it over. Nobody home on the pass, and Southeast guilty of the turnover. 11-2 our score. Swathers by 9, 3:06 to go in this opening quarter. And Coach Richardson said they wanted to play fast. Swathers trying to put points up. Ava McGill here on the near side. On top, Abby Proctor. Far side, Callie Yoder backs it out. Abby Proctor's 15-foot jumper spinning home. Abby Proctor has 5 points. Swathers lead by 11, 13-2. Some publications had the Swathers ranked as high as 5th, and Southeast turns it over on the far side. Over and back, the score for the call. Ellie Kate Phillips keying it in. Ava McGill here on the near side. Abby Proctor out in front. Callie eyed the 3 ball, changed her mind. Hit a little crossover move, dumps it down, nobody home. And that ball out of bounds will go to the Trojans on the Swather turnover. A lot of action here in our first quarter. Swathers in front 13-2. Potacek trying to set the offense up for the Trojans. As Abby Proctor steps in front of it, comes away with it, swinging over far side, Kendall Bruggen. Bruggen trying to feed down low to Ellie Kate Phillips, nobody home. And the Swathers force another unforced turnover. Southeast of Saline, up by Gypsum, Kansas. Consolidated school by Gypsum. Between Gypsum and Saria, roughly, was just up there Monday in that area. Timeout taken by Southeast at the 2-minute mark. We're glad you guys are along for the ride here on the Swather Sports Network. We're off and running. Basketball season in full effect here from HHS. As we're in the shed. And a good turnout tonight. Even with all the construction, a little different logistical nightmare at times trying to come into the shed, as now they're down to 1 entrance. And we're off and running. Here we go. Southeast with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Under 2 to go, opening quarter. Potacek, Swathers in a little bit of a zone. That's fed down low to Douglas. She'll draw a foul before the shot, but she'll end up shooting 2 anyway. Ellie Kate Phillips whistled for her first personal foul, 15 foul. So at the line, Sutton Douglas, she'll shoot 2. Her second trip to the stripe tonight, her first free throw, does not drop for the Southpaw. Second free throw is good. Douglas has the first point for Southeast in a long time. 13-3 at the score. Swathers by 10. Ava McGill on top. Abby Proctor thought about a 3, changed her mind looking over. Swathers very patient. Callie Yoder back on top. Kendall wraps it around. Callie eyed the 3, changes her mind, back on top. Ava McGill. Abby Proctor from the far wing, nearly tied up, gets it back. Swathers patient, looking to attack this zone of Southeast. Almost a matchup zone. Callie Yoder here on the near side. Looks like it's more of a diamond and 1 almost, as they're boxing now, trying to box the Kendall Bruggen out. Callie Yoder, the jumper from 17 off the side of the rim. Rebound Douglas. Here come the Trojans, racing up the floor. Duran nearly had it tossed away. Potacek dials up a 3 from distance. That one will not drop. Out of bounds to the Swathers with 40.1 ticks to go in our first quarter. Swathers have held Southeast to 1 field goal and 1 free throw. here in this opening frame of play. Ella Kate Phillips on the far side. We've got a foul away from the bucket. The foul whistled on Douglas. If that's Douglas, check that's Reagan Duran's second personal. And Kendall Brugan at the free throw line where she will shoot a pair. Kendall's first free throw a little strong. Second chance upcoming. That free throw does not drop. Rebound pulled down by Southeast. We have a foul away from the bucket. That'll go against Abby Proctor. And Abby picks up her first personal foul. Fouls mounting for both squads here in our opening quarter. As Abigail Pearson, she's at the free throw line shooting too. Pearson's free throw off the side of the rim. So both teams' free throw woes just a little bit here. Second chance now. That's nothing but the bottom of the net. Pearson makes good on 1 of 2. 13-4, 28 seconds remaining. Callie Yoder checking, getting the offense from Coach Richardson. Abby Proctor out in front, 19. Proctor again. As Brugan near side Proctor. Proctor in the corner, plays it back on top. Callie Yoder thought about a 3, changed it around, turns it around. Ella Kate Phillips, the heave will not go, and the rebound pulled down, as that's going to do it for the first quarter. First quarter play coming in. The Swathers leading Southeast 13-4. As we'll take a quick break and be back with the second quarter play here from the Shed. Here you're watching the Swather Sports Network. And welcome back to the Shed. Rusty Witcher with you here on the Swather Sports Network. Start of our second quarter, and this is a change from high school basketball this year. 5th team foul, goes double bonus. They wipe away the fouls, starting over the team fouls, I should say, and we're fresh with no fouls. Second quarter play, Swathers leading 13-4. Abby Proctor on top. Callie Yoder back to Proctor. They're playing catch against this Diamond and 1, as they've got Kendall trying to take away Kendall Brugan. Ava McGill near side, Callie Yoder. Back on top, Abby Proctor. Callie Yoder driving baseline, steps through, feeding Casey Mason, her shot will not go. Casey's second chance won't go. Rebound pulled down by the Trojans of Southeast. Harris with it on the far side, or the near side. Far side for us, it's near side to you guys on the camera. They play it down low. That ball deflecting. Rebound tracked around, I should say. The loose ball tracked down by the Trojans. The 3 from Potacek from straight away. It is up. It is good. Potacek scores, and the Trojans now with a little bit of a run. They've trimmed the lead to 6, 13-7, excuse me. Abby Proctor, far side. Yoder and Proctor, rather Yoder and Brugan now playing catch, working. Kendall draws the double team. Callie thought about a 3, changed her mind. Ava McGill Abby Proctor, a little ball fake. She'll step in, drive all the way in, pull up, jumper off the glass, a little strong. Rebound fought for and pulled down by Southeast. That was just an effort play by Pearson to grab the rebound. Pearson catching, driving all the way. Stops and pops from the baseline, too strong, or the free throw line. That rebound taking down Casey Mason. Brugan leading the break the other way. Feeding, Callie Yoder steps through her layup, up and crawls up and good. Callie Yoder scores a foul away from the bucket. And Casey Mason picks up her third personal foul. So Casey will take an extended break, I'm afraid. Kara White checking back in for the Swathers. Pearson on top of Tachik. Back to Harris. Potachik, Jacobson. They're playing catch straight away. We have a travel whistle on the far side. Jacobson shuffled her feet, turnover, giving the ball to the Swathers. 5:39 in this first half. Callie Yoder. We seem to have lost our camera feed for there. We're back. Callie Yoder dials up a three. Three does not drop. Rebound pulled down. Far side back comes Potachik. Potachik streaking with it on the far side. Potachik dials up a three. Her three splashes down. Brielle Potachik knocks a three down. 15-10 our score. We lost our up camera. Jumper to answer back, doesn't drop. Rebound fought for, pulled down, loose ball, tracked down by Southeast. Another hustle play by the Trojans. They've trimmed the lead 15-10 as Maddie Harris drives through, draws a foul. She'll shoot a pair. Timeout taken here by the Swathers. First free throw up and good for Maddie Harris. Second free throw coming up. Harris knocks down the second free throw. 15-12 our score. Southeast has clawed their way back into this as Ava McGill nearly turns it over. Abby Proctor picking up Callie Yoder. Kendall left alone, a deep three. Her three crawling off. Rebound pulled down by Abby Proctor, who cannot cash in on the putback. Swathers get another offensive rebound. Proctor works her way through, steps through, shot up and good. Abby Proctor scores down low. 17-12 our score. Three by Potachik. It's good, Brielle Potachik. That's her third three of the quarter. 17-15. She has 9 points to lead all scorers tonight with 3 threes in this quarter. Kendall Brugan stepping through, knifing through the Europe step. She took an extra step, and the turnover giving the ball to Southeast, and a chance to tie after being down by 11. Southeast trying to answer back. Jacobson has her pocket picked away. Yoder with a steal, racing down the floor. All the way, tries to go coast to coast, couldn't cash in. And the rebound snagged by the Trojans. There's a foul away from the bucket, or on the shot, I should say, excuse me. They're going to say it on the floor, though. Callie Yoder picks up her first personal foul. 13 foul on the Swathers. Alexander said, we're good, we're off and running. Southeast trying to bring it in. Douglas, that three by Patacic doesn't drop. Rebound Jacobson. Jacobson trying to find the hot hand Patacic. Harris, she'll dial up from deep. Her three doesn't drop. And the rebound fought for and a tie-up. Possession arrow staying with Southeast on the alternating possession arrow. Callie Yoder checking in. Ashley Lehman slipped in. I didn't see Ashley check in. Harris dials up from deep, doesn't drop, no connection there, and the loose ball out of bounds to the Swathers as Duran checking back in the lineup for Southeast. Patacic has 9 points here in this quarter alone, 3 threes. Under 3 to go. Kendall Bruggen, a little ball fake. She'll drive in, stops and pops from 15. That's a little short. Rebound pulled down by Jacobson. Jacobson plays out to Harris. Far side, Duran dials up from deep and splashes one down. 4 threes in the quarter. Southeast has taken the lead 18-17 after being down by 11. Ashley Lehman finding Callie Yoder here on the near side. Yoder nearly has it stripped away. That's tipped and touched last by the Trojans of Southeast. Ella Kate Phillips checking back in the lineup. Abigail Pearson checking back in the lineup. Got a uniform issue. They key it in. Ella Kate Phillips off the inbounds play, up and good. And the Swathers retake the lead in 19-18. 2:22 to go in our second half. There's a foul on the shot and more free throws for the Trojans. Foul whistle on Ella Kate Phillips. She'll pick up her second personal. Reagan Durant at the free throw line. She will shoot 2. And that first free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. Nice smooth stroke by Durant. We're tied at 19. This free throw can give Southeast the lead. That free throw rattling home. Duran with 5 points in the quarter. 20-19. Trojans lead the Swathers. Lehman on the far side. McGill. Ava back to Callie. Callie trying to drive nobody home. Callie comes back on top. Abby Proctor. Abby steps back, hands off. Callie Yoder. Callie. Near side, hounded by Duran. Ashley Lehman keys it on top, Ava McGill. Abby Proctor, high post. Proctor goes to work all the way in, cuts the hoop, and scores. Abby Proctor with 9 points of her own. Swathers lead by 1, 21-20. Minute and a half to go here in our first half. That's the 5th foul on the Swathers here in the quarter. Southeast has not committed a foul. And Callie Yoder whistled for her second. Maddie Harris at the stripe, and her free throw is good. Harris 3 of 3 at the free throw line. 3 points, all from the charity line. Second free throw good. And Southeast recaptures the lead by a point. Ava McGill here on the near side. Brugan plays it to Lehman. Callie and Ava on the far side. When I say far side, it's far away from us. We're in the upper corner of the gym. Kendall Brugan has it tipped away. Callie Yoder saves it. Kendall, a crossover and back to Callie. She'll dial up from deep. Her three, good! Callie Yoder knocks a 3 down. The sophomore gained a little confidence, and Swathers lead by a bucket, 24-22. That's exactly what Hesston needs, is Callie Yoder stepping out to hit a 3. Southeast trying to answer back. Harris all the way in, the wild runner up and good. Maddie Harris scoops her way to 2, and we're tied with 36 seconds to go. Swathers look, we're going to run away with this one. And Southeast with a great charge led by Brielle Potacek here in the third quarter. She hit 3 threes by herself. Swathers holding for 1 as they want to be patient. Tied up at 24. There's a foul away from the bucket. The first foul of the quarter charged to Southeast. Abigail Pearson picks up her first personal foul. Sutton Douglas checks back in the lineup for the Trojans. Ava trying to bring it in. Ashley Lehman, her 16-foot jumper in and out. Had a good look. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Harris tries to feed down low to Douglas, who can't hang on to it. It's out of bounds with 0.3 of a second to go. And that will do it. Swathers and Trojans all tied up at 24. Got 20 points in the quarter there by the Trojans. We'll take a break and be back with the start of the second half. You're watching the Swathers Sports Network.
7 months old, and it's 11 months. So, yeah. And then he's spending the weekend right now with his brother, getting to play with his brother. So I don't have my child at home, so to speak. Yeah, we'll see. The other brother he is isolated because he hurt himself and he can't go play. So Z, whose half sisters were there, they went back home. He was alone. So Russ said, "You want socks to get out here so they can play with Z?" Sure. So he's playing out, and he's spending the weekend out there. And then we're gonna work. Then we're gonna do more quail on Wednesday. So I have so many words in my yes, I need some. Yeah. All right, sounds good. I gotta get back to the Swatter Sports. I'll catch you later.
And welcome back here to our start of our second half from the Swather Sports Network. Swathers and the Trojans all knotted up at 24. Swathers have the 13-4 lead, and the Trojans outscoring Hesston 20-11 in that second half to knot everything up. And we watched Brielle Potacek single-handedly shoot the Trojans back into this game. She hit 3 threes in that second quarter. She leads she's actually tied for the lead with all scores with 9. She has 9 for Southeast, 6 for Harris, 5 for Duran, 2 for Addison Rohr, and a single free throw for Abigail Pearson and Sutton Douglas apiece. On the other side of things, Abby Proctor with 9, Callie Yoder with 7, Kendall Brugan with 6, and Ella Kate Phillips with 2 for Hesston. That's where we're at as we're heading to start our third quarter. Swathers and the Trojans all knotted up here as we're expecting this game, which looked like the Swathers are going to race away with it. Could be barn burner central. Callie and the Swathers coming out as the Trojans in their diamond and 1. They're trying to ISO Kendall Brugan straight away. Brugan finds Ava McGill on the far side. McGill's Long, her three is up, it is good. Ava McGill knocks a three down, and the Swathers dialing up from deep. Operator, can you hear me? Connection established, and the Swathers take the lead by 3. Potacek had the hot hand. She'll pull up from 15. Her shot short. Rebound deflecting off of Casey Mason and stays with the Swathers. Or excuse me, with the Trojans. Harris looking, bringing it in. Finding Pearson. Pearson trying to turn a corner. Her shot crawls up, over, and through. Abigail Pearson's first field goal of the season cuts the lead to 1. Casey plays it to Kendall in the far corner. And again, I say far corner because that's my view from up here on the Swather Sports Network Nest. Broadcast platform, whatever you want to call it. Casey, or Kendall Brugan's pass was picked off and trying to thread the needle to Southeast. Southeast returns a favor by turning it over. Coach Shauna Smith not happy at the lackadaisical throw, the turnover here by the Trojans. Ava McGill with it. On top, Abby Proctor. Proctor leads Heston with 9. Brugan turns the corner all the way, steps through, and they're going to whistle a foul on the floor. Foul whistle on Maddie Harris, and Harris picks up number 3. Oh, check, that's on Addison Rohr. Rohr picks up her first personal foul. Ava McGill straight away. She knocked down a 3 already. Abby Proctor thought about the 3 from the corner, changed her mind. Kendall Brugan skips it across. Proctor dumps it short corner. Ava McGill backs it out. Swathers trying to attack this gimmick defense, we'll call it, kind of a diamond in one. Proctor, she'll try a 3 from the far wing. Crawling around, doesn't drop. Rebound, Kendall Brugan. Brugan's scoop shot will not go. Fight for the loose ball off of the Swathers. And Southeast with the basketball and a chance to take the lead. Once again. 27-26. Swathers by a point. Trojans with the ball. Harris works it onto the Heston on the court. Pearson drives in. Foul's going to be whistled on the Swathers on the shot. And that foul charged to Kendall Brugan. Kendall picks up number 2. Pearson at the free throw line where she will shoot 2. Southeast was perfect in the second quarter, missing that free throw by Pearson. Pearson now just 1 of 3. That free throw will not drop. Rebound, Kendall Brugan. Kendall off to the races, slows it down. Kendall did not have numbers. She's going to drive all the way and kicks it back out. Callie on top. Abby thought about from dialing up. She'll try the 3, her 3. Splash down. Abby Proctor knocks a 3 down. The Swathers stretch lead to 4, 30-26. And Southeast trying to answer back. Potacek, her 3 to answer back, crawling off. Rebound, Kendall Brugan. Potacek can not 1, not 2, but 3 threes in the quarter. Kendall Brugan kicks it out. Callie Yoder, her 3-pointer, little long rebound. Tipped, and it will go a foul on the rebound. Be charged to the Trojans.
Second personal, Abigail Pearson.
Pearson picks up her second personal foul. Ava McGill feeds Abby Proctor. Proctor down low, has her shot blocked, gets it back, turnaround jumper a little short. Rebound, fought for Proctor, gets another rebound. Proctor doing her best Windex woman imitation, cleaning the glass. She'll try a 3 from the corner. That one bounces up, over, hits the standard, will not go out of play.
22,
Abby Proctor grabs 2 quick offensive boards. and it's 30-26. 4:46 to go. Pitacic here on the near side. That's stripped away. Callie Yoder, active hands in the passing lane. Yoder, the thievery, lays it up and in. Callie Yoder with a felony theft and a score, and the Swathers lead by 6. 32-26. Timeout taken by Southeast. Swather defenders coming to life. 4:24 to go here in our third here on the Swather Sports Network. Heston 32, Southeast of Saline 26. Swathers will be in action Tuesday night. They're on the road at Nickerson before returning home for Thursday and Friday in their preseason classic. Both of those games will be at home. I believe it's Garden playing on Thursday, Rose Hill on Friday. I think, don't quote me on that. We'll double check that coming up. Those games will be live right here on the Swather Sports Network. Southeast coming out of the timeout. Pitacic thought about a three. She kicks in the corner. That three will not go. A long rebound saved by the Trojans. Pitacic handing off to Harris. Harris drives all the way in, kicks it out. Pearson tries a three from the corner. She's fouled. She'll shoot a bunch. Kendall Brugan picks up her third personal foul. And Pearson will be at the free throw line where she will shoot 3 free throws. Pearson's first free throw crawling off. Pearson a little bit frustrated after that miss. You could see it on her face. Second free throw upcoming. That one is good. Her 4th point of the contest. Rohr checks back in the lineup. That free throw good. Pearson makes good on 2 of 3. 5 points for Abigail Pearson. 32-28, Swathers by 4. Callie working the point guard. Duties here, Kendall near side. Abby Proctor dumping down at Casey Mason. That's swatted away by Abigail Pearson. Pitacic drawing defenders right away. Duran drives in. Her shot doesn't drop. Rebound, Kendall Brugan. Brugan flying down the court all the way in. Off the glass, up and good. Kendall Brugan's first bucket since the first quarter. And it's 34-28. Brugan with 8. Pitacic plays it. Duran kicks it over. That's deflected out of there, but saved by Southeast. Casey Mason had active hands in the passing lane. Mason playing with 3 fouls. Brugan with 3 fouls for the Swathers. Rolling it down to Pearson in the far corner. Pearson trying to back her way down. Kicks it out. Harris dials up from the deep. Her 3 crawls off the side of the iron. That's poked away by Pitacic. Swather basketball. Two and a half to go. Kendall Brugan looking, skips it across. Ava McGill, quick pass. Abby Proctor, 15-foot baseline jumper. Doesn't drop. Casey Mason battling for the board. Fight for the loose ball. Tie up, and the possession arrow to the Trojans. Ella Kate Phillips checking in the game for the Swathers.
Number 10, Kate Phillips in for this.
.218 to go here in our third quarter. Pull-up mid-range jumper doesn't drop for Lexi Jacobson. Rebound, Casey Mason. Kendall stutter step, kicks it over in the corner, Ava McGill. McGill down low, Casey Mason trying to work with his strength and deflects off of Mason out of bounds. .34-28, a minute 50 to go here in our third period. That's deflecting. Callie Yoder fighting for it, comes up with it, trying to sling it ahead, and then turn the ball over. A little bit of helter-skelter basketball. Potacek dials up from deep, and that one rattles around and drops home. Brielle Potacek with her fourth three of the contest. 34-31. Swathers by 3. Kendall Brugan, 16-foot jumper bangs home. Timeout by the Swathers. Coach Richardson wants to talk things over, settle everybody down. A full timeout taken with a minute 10 to go. Here in our minute 11, excuse me. Big time shout out to our staff tonight: Alexandra Gale, Era Deering, Meg Warner, Carter Fry up in the Sky Cam. They're doing a great job bringing this game to you tonight. Special shout out to those kids. They work hard to bring you Swather Sports Network action. And they do a great job. Minute 11 to go here in the third. Swathers lead by 5. 36-31. On a perfect night for basketball, it is tip-off of high school action. Southeast basketball coming out of the timeout. Interesting, I'm just noticing, I think both student sections are wearing jerseys tonight. The three is a little strong. Rebound, Casey Mason. As Pearson Casey Mason in traffic, off the glass, up and good. Casey has her first field goal of the contest. And the Swathers stretch the lead to a touchdown, 38-31. That ball deflecting away. Callie Yoder, guilty of the thievery. Ahead, Kendall Brugan races all the way in. Lays up the basket, counts. Kendall's fouled. She'll shoot a free throw. And a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul was whistled on Potacek. Potacek picks up her first personal. Kendall with her 6th point of the quarter. Chance to make it 7. Kendall's free throw a little strong off the heel. 40-31, Swathers by 9. 26 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Potacek trying to find some daylight. She's canned 4 threes. And then stepped out of bounds as it looked like Duran got out of sorts with her feet, too close to the baseline. Did not reestablish her position. 14 seconds remaining. Callie, far side. 10 now, 9. Bruggen, Abby Proctor with 7, with 6. Kendall on the far side gets it back, stripped in. Abby Proctor has to go up and does not, runs out of time. We've played 3 here from the Shed. Swathers lead 40-31. Back after this here on the Swather Sports Network. Fourth and final frame of action here from the Shed. Swathers lead by 9, 40-31. Casey Mason from 15. Down low, great entry pass. Abby Proctor couldn't cash in. Callie Yoder found Abby down low. And Abby was beside herself that she missed that shot. Southeast scrapping still. That shot is rejected by Kendall Bruggen. Kendall said, not in my Shed. Stops and pops mid-range game, doesn't drop. Kendall fighting for the loose ball, tipped it away off of herself. It goes back to the Trojans. Maddie Harris bring the ball up the floor. On top, Roar has it poked away. Callie with the lightning quick hands. That 3 by Harris quickly hoisted up and good. Maddie Harris knocks down her first triple of the season, and it's a 6-point game. Southeast with 6 triples in the contest. Abby Proctor down low, Hirsch jumper up and good. Abby Proctor just steady tonight. That's 14 for Abby. Potacek feeds, tried to feed Roar. Casey Mason saves it off of Roar. Nice play by Casey. Falling out of bounds. Sutton Douglas checking in the game for Southeast. Southeast has only run about 7 deep tonight. Swathers has only gone 8. Callie tosses it away, and that pass is taken away by Southeast. Pearson down low. McGill got a hand on it. Scrap for the bodies everywhere. Both teams scrappy. Gotta like the effort. Gotta like the effort. Both teams getting down and dirty on the court. Southeast retaining on alternate possession. Callie Yoder has lightning quick hands. That shot doesn't drop for Jacobson. And Abby Proctor fouled from behind. Foul charge to Abigail Pearson. Pearson picks up her 3rd personal foul. Down low, Kendall Bruggen slipped behind defenders and scores. Kendall now with 14 of her own. 44-34, Swathers by 10. That pass is nearly taken away. Nice save there by Pearson. Pearson on top. Jacobson plays it back to Potocik. Potocik left it on top for Harris. Harris back to Potocik. She's left alone. The sharpshooter's three. It crawls off the side of the rim. Rebound tracked down. Saved by the Swathers. Here comes Kittle Brueggen racing down the floor. Kittle, 1-on-2 break. Lost the handle, and her save falls right in the hands of Southeast. Maddie Harris the other way. Harris stops and pops her three off the front iron, and Kittle Brueggen flies herself into the rebound. Abby Proctor, or excuse me, Casey Mason finding Ava McGill. Proctor down low, and that ball deflects out of bounds off of Southeast.
Number 23, Reagan Duran, Southeast is SALINE. Number 4, Ashley Lehman.
Ashley Lehman checking the game for the Swathers. Swathers by 10 with 4:55 remaining. There's a foul away from the bucket as Casey Mason knocked to the floor. Lexi Jacobson picks up her third personal foul. Ava McGill at the elbow. Abby Proctor. Proctor with 14 tonight. Callie Yoder with 9. Proctor trying to drive all the way down. Proctor goes in, draws a foul, and Abby Proctor shoot a pair.
Third personal on Maddie Harris.
Maddie Harris picks up her third personal foul.
2 shots.
Abby Proctor, her second trip to the stripe tonight. First one back in the first quarter. Free throw. Crawling home. Abby with 15 to lead all scorers. Second free throw. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Abby Proctor makes good on both free throws. Potocik the other way. Swathers lead by a dozen. Potocik, she'll dial up from deep, and that's in and out. Rebound, Kendall Brueggen. Brueggen racing down the floor. Swathers want to play at a pace, and Brueggen cuts to the basket and comes up short. Harris from straight away. Her three splashing down. Maddie Harris knocks a three down. Southeast wants a full timeout. That three cuts the lead to 9 with 4:11 to go. 7-3 of the contest for Southeast. Southeast not shy about firing up from deep. .11 to go. Swathers, Trojans, 4 minutes to go. Oh, Abby Proctor slipped behind defenders, up and good. Great feed from Kendall Brueggen to Abby Proctor. Proctor with 18 points on the evening. That shot will not drop. Potocik, she'll dial from straight away, foul away from the bucket. A travel, they say, before the shot. Potocik shuffled her feet just a little bit.
Abby Proctor looking down low. Kendall Bruggen. Bruggen lost it, gets it back at half court, feeds Proctor on the far side. Bruggen's little floater from the inside paint will not drop. Fight for the loose ball. Bruggen tipped it to Ava McGill. Proctor looking back out. The three from Bruggen, short. The rebound pulled in by Southeast. (48-37), Swathers by 11. 2:45 to go. Patochik catching, plays it out on top. Dump down pass to Douglas, who rolls her way into a foul, and she'll shoot two. Foul charge to Abby Proctor. Proctor picks up her second personal foul. Oh no, they said it was on the floor, excuse me. So foul on the floor before the shot. That three doesn't drop. Rebound pulled down by Southeast. They get the offensive rebound. Harris runner from the baseline doesn't drop. Rebound, that one tipped out. Kendall Bruggen the other way. Abby Proctor telling Kendall, come get the basketball. They play it on top. That's stripped away by Lexi Jacobson, who rushes her way to two. And Lexi Jacobson scores, trims the lead to 9. Kendall Bruggen bumped by Patochik here on the near side. Patochik picks up her second personal foul.
Second personal line. We have Patochik. 21 minutes, roll it for Southeast.
2 to play here in our contest.
Abby Proctor kicks it out. Kendall Bruggen. Bruggen working, nearly had it stripped away, and there's a tie-up. Possession staying with the Swathers. Scrappy defense by Addison Rohr, but the possession in favor of Heston. With 1:45 to go. Proctor plays it. Casey Mason catching down low. Left hand off the glass, up and good. Casey Mason isolated herself down low, sealed off her defender, and scored off the glass with a left hand. Swathers lead by 11 with 1.5 minutes. Harris tries a three. Her three crawling off. That ball out of bounds. Staying with Southeast. Down low, and Ava McGill comes up with a steal. 1:25 to go. Abby Proctor tossing over on the far side, and there's a foul on Southeast. We'll see some free throws as that foul goes against Abigail Pearson. She'll pick up her 4th personal foul. And Callie Oder at the free throw line. Callie at the free throw stripe. She's 2 of 4 tonight. And her first free throw up and nothing but the bottom of the net. So the 5'3" sophomore with her 10th point of the contest. Second free throw, nothing but net. Callie with 11, 52-39, Swathers by 13. That one tipped away, saved by Heston. The three from Pearson doesn't drop. Rebound pulled down by the Swathers. Under a minute to go. Abby Proctor
Playing it back, Kendall Brugan. Brugan, content, snaps it past Casey Mason, low block. And the Swathers reset their offense, content to burn the clock with a 13-point lead and 40 seconds to play. There's a foul. That's on Pearson. That's number 5. Check that they're going to call that on Maddie Harris, her 4th. Kendall Brugan at the free throw line to shoot 2. Her first free throw crawls off. Second chance coming for the junior. This is a Hesston team, we said in the open, no seniors. The youth movement. That free throw up and good. Brugan makes good on 1 of 2. And the Swathers stretch the lead to 14. Rebound pulled down of the three-pointer by Casey Mason. Abby Proctor intent to run the clock down as the Swathers look like they want to dribble it out. Coach Smith said back away and just let it go. So the Swathers looked like they were going to run away with this one early, but Southeast came back scrappy, and that's going to do it. Our final score here, Hesston 53, Southeast 39. Give me just a second here. Do some quick tallying of our points. For Southeast, they were led by Brielle Potacek and Maddie Harris. They each had 12, 5 apiece for Reagan Duran and Abigail Pearson, 2 apiece for Addison Rohr and Lexi Jacobson, and a single point for Sutton Douglas. Abby Proctor with 18 to lead the Swathers, 15 for Kendall Brugan, 10 for Callie Yoder, 4 for Casey Mason, 3 for Ava McGill, and 2 for Ellie Kate Phillips. We'll take a break and be back with the start of our men's game or boys game here on the Swathers Sports Network.